Hey guys, today we're going to be replacing the driver's side front door latch in my Mazdaspeed3. This applies to the 2010 to 2013 Mazda 3 and Mazdaspeed3 and the Mazda 3 hatchback. My particular car has the smart entry, so part of this might not apply to you, but the general, gist is there. So after you watch this, you'll be able to replace your driver's side front door latch. All right, I'm going to be using a drill. If you don't have a drill, you can use a Phillips head screwdriver, and you can also use a ratchet with a small extension and a 10mm socket. Like I said, I'm using my drill with my adapter, 10mm socket, flathead screwdriver, kind of thinner tip, and I'm using a couple of the non-marring interior removal tools. You can get like a set of these from Harbor Freight for like maybe $10. So really, it's nothing crazy, but that's literally all you need to change this latch. Now, the first thing I recommend doing is breaking the latch bolts loose themselves. So these three bolts you'll see here are the latch bolts. They have, like, I think red Loctite and a locking ring on them, and if you just approach them straight up with a drill or just hammer in with a screwdriver really quick, you're going to end up stripping them. It'll be bad. So the easiest thing to do is to break them loose, which I recommend doing with the flathead, because the smaller flathead, I don't know what number this is, but it fits right in here, and that's the easiest way to break them loose, because believe me, I have stripped them before on these cars. So first thing to do, take this, push really hard and turn to break them loose. Next thing to do is to remove this grab handle. Very easy, using the smaller guy here. Underneath first, it'll pop just like that. See how it's separated? Just go ahead and walk it up. Very easy, just lightly pull and boom, that's off. You're going to see a screw right there we're going to remove. And we're going to remove that screw, both with a Phillips head. And then there's another screw hidden behind this panel. Now, this one is not fun to get off. You would think you can pop it from this direction, but you cannot. You can kind of start to, and then you have to walk it from the top up and around off. So you see, once you got it loose, it'll flop out. There's that. And there's the other screw. So we're going to start by removing those three screws, then we're going to move on to all the mounting pins which go around the entire door panel. But now that you have those three loose, the way I recommend doing this is starting at the top. You're going to want to pop off the tweeter cover. Really easy. Super easy guy to pop off. Just like that. The tweeter even pops out of the molding there. You can just leave the tweeter chilling. Just light pulls until you hear the clips pop. Like that. Like that. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. Now, when you get to the bottom, it's going to be difficult because you're going to think you're wedging against the door, but you're not. You have to get deep up in there and push against the actual door module, which I'll show you what I call the door module. It's like the panel inside there. But, oh yeah, that just popped off by hand. Easy peasy. This is the first time I've ever had this door panel off too, so. Oh yeah. You're just going to pick up on the door panel to slide it up off the window channel. Just a little jiggle motion and blop out she goes. All right, once you've got the door panel hanging, just going to pick up on it. One of the cables might pop out on its own, but if you see in here, they pop out of these grooves in the little handle, and the cables have little hooks on them. Look, all right, there we go, that one popped out. So you see it's got the little notch. It sits in and slides, and you just kind of jiggle them. See, pretty good. See how it's slotted. So it fits in a slot in there. Now, The only thing you have to really do is remove a plug from right there. There we go. One plug. You have to undo those two plugs and that plug. Hold on. Now that we have the door panel off, the door module is exposed, and there's this little clip. I actually got one free already. These are the door latch cables. You just kind of pop them out of this little holder, and if you see the foam, this color here, that is the original door latch, not the superseded door latch, which has these here colors on the sleeves. So now what we're going to do is unplug a couple things, and then we're going to remove the door module. The door module is just several 10mm bolts. We're also going to have to remove the nuts that hold the window regulator on, and that's about it. So again, this plug, all of the 10mm bolts, and the two 10mm window regulator nuts, sorry. So remove all of that, and then we'll be at our next step. And this is where you would use, of course, 10mm. Using it on a drill, make life easier. You can do it with a ratchet if you want. If mounting clips break, it's okay, it happens to everybody. I got away with one breaking. I always carry extra mounting clips on hand. You can find the ones for the door panels at like any auto parts store, Napa, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advance, anything like that. But remember, when you're going into this job, they're pretty much always going to break, so you might want to get some. After you have all of your bolts out and the two nuts, there is a push pin right here, small tool again. Just work it up. Very good. There we go. Pull that baby out. You got that out. You can reinstall it if you want. I didn't on the passenger side of my car, but you can if you want. It's up to you. And now the door module is officially free. So, if you pull on it, you notice it doesn't come right off. That's because it's glued on. So, what I recommend for this is the bigger of the two tools for the interior removals. Start up here with a little vent thingy is for the door latch and just slowly twist and pry. And just keep working around it. You're still saving yourself a ton of money from going this and getting it done somewhere else. It's probably hand loose. Like, yeah. All right, get ready. She's about to come loose. You ready? I'm not. Yep, there she went. All right. So now you just, this pops off. There's your innards. We're not going to worry about this. We're just going to leave it just like that. Pretend like you're not even looking at it. And then we're going to go back over here to the door latch side. All right. So remember how earlier I told y'all to loosen those? Now we're going to go ahead and remove them. All right. Now the door latch is free. Nothing holding it in. Up there is a rod that goes up into the door handle itself. It's kind of hard to see. You're going to remove this plug right here. Got it. Through there, you see that? That's another 10mm that you'll have to get off. After you get that off, you can take this little metal bracket in here and move it Ba-da-da-da. After that bracket is out of the way, you can see the other rod right there, and you just have to pop it out of that little clip. After you pop that out, you can get the door latch, maybe, possibly, most likely. Sometimes, if you do it the right way, you can get it out and throw it in. Put in your new door latch. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that new part smell. Up your rods. You can see that rod goes down in the silver plate there, and then that rod goes through that little arm right there. And then we take this stupid fancy plate thingy majigger, and I guess we'll put it back. I really want to throw it away, but we'll put it back. Alright, after you got your bolts back in, your latch is all secure, take your two little doodads up here. See, this one goes on that side, and this one goes on this side. We're going to slap the door module back up in place and throw all of the bolts back in. Don't forget to pop your plug back in. Alright, once you got your whole door module reinstalled, plug back in the latch. Plug in your smart handle, if you have a smart handle. And then now we're going to hook these guys back into the door panel and then plug these back into the door panel, and we'll be all done. Make sure you set your door panel, keep your tweeter out, set it on the top end to the window, and easily just go around pushing all of the clips in. Alright, all clips seated, very nice. Then you just gotta pop in the Delta molding. You just pop the tweeter into this little slot here and then push it on. That's on. Then you gotta put your screw back in there, screw in there, screw in there. And just like that, you've replaced the driver's side door latch on your Mazda 3. Good job. You made it.